The igneous mess that is Solstheim. A volcanologist's goodie bag, if you will. The effects of the Red Mountain eruption 200 years ago still linger today. Here, these columnar joints are useful for estimating the depth of the lava lake that they cooled from. Such contraction features seem artificial, but are completely natural, yet the processes behind this geometric perfection are still not well understood.
Ashbourne, an amalgamation of some complex magic and high-temperature geochemical processes. I realize that they're a form of life, but not yet if they are animals. Right, back to work. Even with these tedious interruptions, my excitement for this landscape cannot be extinguished. And here, the trees align northwards, indicating a blast direction. As predicted, ash layers get progressively deeper towards Morrowind. And, some fascinating updraft speeds on the volcanic plume of Red Mountain. Can't figure out how that works, but no matter. You see, geologically, Solstheim belongs to Morrowind, especially seeing as the Red Mountain eruption revealed so many side vents connecting far and wide from the central volcanic region. Perhaps Solstheim is part of the Red Mountain volcanic complex, thus going in depth with Solstheim volcanics, I can extrapolate to Morrowind and perhaps even over to Skyrim and solve the mystery of the Winterhold catastrophe. It's all about connecting the dots and maintaining a course. At least that's what I think. What am I doing here? The world is doomed. Right. Where were we? Oh yeah, I should clean this place. It's a wrap, after all. My mapping of Skyrim is complete. I'm basically done investigating the bedrock of the valleys, hills, mountains, fjords, rivers, and lakes of this twisted land. From the metamorphic terrains of the Reach and the southeastern ranges to karstic landscapes of Yalmarsh and rifted horse structures of Whiterun. It's like having the entire province in the palm of my hand. And it took a while. I admit some extrapolations and tentative boundaries between certain formations were done, but it's done for now. Yes, geology is taxing. Not only is it difficult due to the complexities of reality, but it's overwhelming when it all comes together, when principles are obeyed and discoveries in the field make sense. But in between then, people's reactions to it can be...
It's all just rocks.
No, it's more than that.
Rocks, rocks.
Stop it.
On the other side, irritating.
All of this limestone is made of tiny little coccolithophores.
Sometimes I think your head is made of rocks.
My miners are as dumb as rocks are gray.
Not all rocks are gray. Some of the coloring actually originates from weathered...
But one day I will show them all. The creation of this resource in itself, of course, is important. Dissecting orogenic belts can help us find precious metals and minerals, track changes to the East March Rift Zone, and determine the structural integrity of certain areas. Oh, if I could induce selective amnesia, I'd go and rediscover it all for the thrill of it. I'm lucky though. There are 2 more areas that I need to map. One last geological excursion in mainland Skyrim.
Hey, what's wrong? Bob.
Well, never mind.
Yes, mind it. What is it?
These are dark times, my friend. Dark times indeed.
I know, but try to think about nice things from time to time too. Ooh, that's finished. I gotta go get it. Coming?
Hello, friend.
Hiya. What's your name?
Kids,
Are you visiting?
this is Phinis Gestor. He's going to help me out with my research.
Oh no!
And an amazing conjurer?
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Lucia has some questions.
Why, of course.
Do you dig up rocks too?
Well, yes. I can cut through stone like a hot knife through butter.
Wow, really?
Of course.
I'm learning about magic.
Oh, really?
That's right. Papa helped me with
Sorry about that, we're off now.
Watch yourself.
You too. You're the one who's going to be spending time with the kids.
Thank you. Here. This is for you.
Thank you. Wow. Kometite. How did you know?
Don't think about it.
Bob, when I'm back home, we'll look at all the political stuff, I promise.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
In the meanwhile, be good to yourself. You're strong, but I also know you care a lot. And that's why I'm happy to know you.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
I wonder at the possibilities.
But remember, summoning an unbound Remora is not like other conjuration spells. It will not simply do your bidding.
Yeah, that's what Papa says too.
Right, Lucia. Leave Phinis alone. And also, if you could help Bob take care of your brother, I'd really appreciate it. Gets a bit wild and all that.
Yes, Papa.
Thank you so much. We'll be back in a few days anyways.
I have everything you asked for all ready to go.
Let's do this. Right. Here we go. The college was happy to reach out to its institutional backers to fund this excursion. Phinis has been an invaluable resource and collaborator. I see myself with a long-term research partner here. Saran and Bob have been great companions, but we often don't understand the same things. Oh, sugar the Thalmor.
She's there everywhere these days. Can't get a moment's peace.
Can't say I mind the sight of all the Imperial Guards. It's a change for the better. Besides, it is not the place of the college to become involved in local politics.
Of course, Phinis and I, we don't agree on everything, but still, he's much more of a peer to me. Though, I don't like how close this village perch is to our home. If only I could remember my last path through Blackreach.
Blackreach lies before us. Are you ready?
Yes. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. What was that?
Bandits. They unfortunately don't know better. No population has exploited Nirn's bedrock more extensively than the Dwemer. What is now the city of Markarth, or in fact the superficial remains of the Dwemer city in Chuansel, is impressive alone in itself, but like with the metaphor of an iceberg, it's the structures underneath that makes one gasp in awe. The Dwemer quarried through anything from sandstone to gneiss, and that is, to put it mildly, impressive. The automatons are admittedly another marvel to behold, yet they are as tedious to study as they are to combat.
Just a few more hours and I can crawl under some furs. Huh? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I need to ask you to stop. Someone could get hurt. Stop that! Have I made myself clear?
Yeah.
Smart man. But you stay on your best behavior now. Gotta keep my eyes open.
Once more, I'm delighted with the competent company of Phinis.
Oh, that smell. It's familiar. The quote-unquote atmosphere of Blackreach seeping up from below, but the mind does get used to it after a while. Plus, the hardship is usually weighed by the wonders of the discoveries we can make here.
What the?
Last time I came down here was with the Dragonborn.
Marvelous. Well done indeed.
Or was I the Dragonborn?
Come on. Let's see what there is to see.
You okay?
Better than ever. Look at this place.
So much to learn through observation, sample collections, microscopic surveying. The list goes on. But we've got time. And a base. Last used extensively by the renowned alchemist Senderian. Unfortunately, it was also his last base. There's something to learn from this, from his bones. I just don't know what it is right now. Priorities, after all.
Wow, this place. Indeed. There are opportunities everywhere.
Normally we'd have a few master students out, but we're gonna need some workers.
Perhaps this will be helpful.
What is your bidding?
Find an ore vein and start digging.
Yes, my lord.
One of the many things in nature I still don't understand is bioluminescence and fungi. The fact that these organisms are more closely related to animals than to plants is wild. Unfortunately, the fossil record has scarce representation of these beautiful organisms.
Most impressive.
I can't believe we found samples this low grade already.
We should go over them immediately.
Will you lead this experiment?
With pleasure.
Thank you.
It deserves proper respect and study.
Any spark in them?
They definitely have some magic in them. I can tell you that much.
Might go dig some more. Look! Arcanated silver within a chest.
How did you get it?
I had to climb down by a waterfall. It wasn't easy, but well worth it.
Well, that's fascinating.
I might go get some more samples. Do you want to come along, or...?
I really can't risk it.
No, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. I'll be back.
Oh, I long for so much at times. But down here, the mycelium, it exists, despite everything, despite where we are, lack of sunlight. It's snarling through the lithology around us as we speak. It's everywhere. It makes me want to represent everything that I see around me.
Nothing here after all.
Phinis is talking to his Draugr quite a lot. I'm not really involved in any of the orders, but so far I think he's... Maybe he just likes to do things by himself. No, something else is up with him. Phinis is not being completely honest. I don't know. Is he? Can I trust him? What's that?
Nothing important.
Well, we don't really know if it's important or not until we've studied it.
I see. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. The stone is yours.
It's fine, you don't have to. It's just, could you share your research notes as well? Just put them in the cupboard at the end of the day. Thank you.
I understand completely.
Phinis is still not sharing his research notes, despite me telling him yesterday and the day before yesterday. I now know that I can't let my back face him. There can be no peace with him around. No one on the surface knows what takes place down here.
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm not planning on killing anyone.
Very well. It relieves me to hear you say that. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, get back to your rocks.
What is this effect that this place has on us? Does it bring out the worst in us? Is it fair to put the blame solely on Blackreach? Surely I'm responsible for my own behavior, for my own thoughts. I'm embarrassed of how close I got to doing something academically unethical. Murderous thoughts about a colleague? No. About a potential friend, even. And now he's understandably left me. I can't find Phinis anywhere. What if something happened to him? I'd never forgive myself, and the alteration research community wouldn't either.
What is it?
I have been looking for you, and I did not know where you were. For gods know how long.
What exactly are your intentions?
I couldn't find you. I thought that maybe you'd betrayed me.
You walk a bleak path, friend.
I don't know how many days we've been here. Why have we been down here for so many days?
This is supposed to be your work.
Fair point, actually. Fair point. I'm gonna go to sleep.
In a sense, that my productivity became the bioluminescent Peleus that I wanted everyone to see. And now look at me. It didn't matter in the end. Who am I outside of these academic expectations? Seeking validation through others, noticing my productivity rather than who I am, rather than noticing me as a person. My arcane abilities have been at the forefront, my capacity for destruction. In any other context or space would Phinis also have left me, without any warning,
Would he have, in any other context or space, taken all our samples, our food and research notes without telling me? Would he have abandoned me like so many others have done previously? What if I just stay down here so no one could ever hurt me again? So that only I could hurt myself? Allow myself to wither away. It'll be my choice. Perhaps it is my fate to eat chorus chowder to the end of my days. Or I could just lie down, close my eyes and wait for the skeevers, insects and annelids to have their way with me. Let this be the end of Corcanish. I'm kind of tired. I'm tired of being tired.
That's a... Okay.
I don't understand this.
I've been playing Skyrim a lot.
Is he okay?
I don't think so.
I could leave him be in Blackreach. His last, and my last, safe game.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm getting...
I could do other things.
It reminds me of what's his name? The guy that smiles and is sad. Sad smile man.
Yes.
Is he depressed?
I think this couldn't get any weirder. Maybe he was an emo teenager. I think.
That's your takeaway.
Yeah.
Why do we even want to produce anything?
I don't think I want to see what's going on anymore. What is happening? What is this?
I mean, I'm interested.
I don't know where he's going with this. It just keeps getting weirder.
I think maybe at this point he's just overcommitted.
Maybe. Like I thought, you need to be better. It's okay. You don't need to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Go outside, man. But with other people. Be normal. He feels like he needs to do this. This is just bizarre.
I mean, I guess he has a process somewhat. And it, he's...
My hair's really lovely today.
I just wish he'd just do something different.
Yeah. I mean, at least he's doing something.
But I feel like he's not doing it for himself. It just looks... yeah.
Oh.
No. I do actually want to do this. And bonus if I can trigger white supremacist with a video. Indeed, I can do this. For me, first and foremost. As I realized that Phinis was never going to share his notes, I managed to hide one bind away. 2 intact exposures on parallel walls can be used to interpolate a 3-dimensional reconstruction of eroded bedrock. I'll finish what I can,
and I can remember the locations of most ores in here. Their associations with specific lithologies will carry this in over the finish line. Of course, a more difficult task will be to try and recall some of the work Phinis took. It'll take some guesswork. Sure, that's what life is all about. Extinguish any motivation for me to come down here ever again. My liberation comes next, when I allow it. Only I can free myself. Well, at least try. Never have I been so happy to feel Skyrim's mountainous sub-zero air temperatures. At last, I'm free. But this isn't over. As I breathe in fresh atmosphere for the first time in 2 weeks into my lungs, all that comes to my mind is that vile, backstabbing, deceiving, swine-faced scumbag bipedal Sarcopterygian Phinis Gestor, and how satisfying it will be to hang him by his nostrils off Winterhold's catastrophically eroded cliff drops. And I cannot wait. Hello, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this latest entry in Core Saga. It got a bit meta here in the end, but it's good to experiment, I think. This episode was quite fun to do, but it was also taxing to finalize even with the immensely long production break I took. So I'm going to be brief about the following. I had to cut this video in half. What you watched here is the first half, and then there's the rest that's filmed, raw edited, and not finished. And I would like to finish this third geological excursion in Skyrim, but it requires some reshoots, a haircut, and a new lens for my camera. With regards to these things, I decided that I'm going to ask you people out for help with this. I only need €200, which is about $230 to finish the sequel. I have reopened my Buy Me a Coffee page for this, so if you've got the means at this moment to contribute towards me finalizing the sequel, then the link is in the description. And you may be thinking, is this a new thing, production costs? But no, previously I had my patrons who were generously every month helping me finance the production of these videos. As my patrons will know, I deactivated my Patreon simply because I couldn't promise to make these videos at a regular interval as I used to do. So I'm back just asking if anyone has the means at this very moment to help bring the sequel to life. I will, as I've done before, immortalize supporters in the end credits. So if you want to help, just remember to state in your comments when you're contributing which name you want featured in the end credits. If this little initiative goes well, I wouldn't mind continuing doing this web series. One of you long time back suggested that I do one where Core is an entomologist, and that idea has lived rent-free in my head since. I'll try and scour the comments over the years just to see who suggested that, just to credit them if I get that far. But work, activism, real-life efforts do take priority for me, so this bit of fundraising is admittedly also to gauge if it's worth the effort to continue doing these videos. That's it from me. I hope you're well in any way, shape or form if possible. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.